Good day, gentlemen and ladies. As you can see, this is my basement workbench. That's where mostly I clean. It's my gun cleaning station, basically. On this 1st February, a cold day. It's -20 currently, right now -20, and it feels like -30 Celsius. So I decided to yesterday, 2 nights ago, like Thursday night, I found what was wrong with my Primus. Two is it the 210 Primus? It was leaking the I don't know if you it's gonna be tough to see, but this was basically what left of the gasket seal inside. It was basically brittle, very easy to crack, and it was no longer. It was a rubber, or perhaps some type of a seal. And the one also from the generator is right there. It's very brittle too, and this one came in one piece. So what I decided to do is I use this is a patch of leather that I had. I have many leather, various size leather. So I create a seal. I change it and I oil it, and it worked perfectly. And these stoves were great for that, because if you were in the field back in these days, you had a lot of leather clothing, so they just take a piece of leather and change the gasket, and it was working very good for the duration of the expedition, or in case of life surviving or Arctic surviving, and it worked very good. I also did a water test to see if it was a crack was coming, because it is welded. It's not lead. Well, it is lead, but I thought something was cracked there. It was not the case. How I do that is basically I use a pair of scissors, and I'm just gonna deposit it, because to make that one I cut it roughly, and then with a drill, I hope you're able to see that. With a drill, I just basically turn it like this and remove a little bit, and here it doesn't turn, so that's why I put my thumb like this, and then I can change this the shape and get it smaller, the perfect size. So I'm just gonna, and for the little hole in the middle, well, I use a smaller mesh. So stick around. I'm just gonna finish to shape up that gasket. As you can see the dust there, I hope you're able to see. At the final, I use a pair of cutters just to cut the little excess of. You can use a pair of scissors too, but I like cutters because they are more, well, a good pair of sharp cutters will do the trick, and definitely to get in the perfect shape. That small hole. All right, now I got to pierce. So this is the end product. Very wow, very very small, and I need to change my drill bit now, and I'm just gonna pierce a hole in the middle. All right. Whew. There we go. There we go. So and then I'm going to, on the shiny side, I'm going to introduce that little gasket inside this. Put a little bit of oil and then I'm gonna do my first trial. All right, so let's close that cap. Let's go this, and let's see. Oh yes. I can see there's a pressure buildup in there. I'm just going to do over pressurizing it. I can hear, I can feel, yeah. And then, perfect. All right. So, I'm gonna do clean up my little mess up here, and let's go upstairs. All right, so we're outside right now, so let's try that. I'm just gonna put some alcohol there. A bit more. Then I'm going to put the wind protective. Same thing for here too. And let's light up. Is it light up? Yeah. All right. Now. Yeah, it's quite cold this morning. I should have done a hot boiler boiling. Whoop! It's already. I should have done a hot boiling video. Did I close the valve? Yeah. Close. That's a good sign. That smell, I use the same oil. It's oil lamp, by the way. Whoop, I'm spilling a little bit too much. I'm just gonna open the valve. That's a good sign when you have the pressure is on, so. There you go. Oh. I was gonna wait. I had too much pressure now, and it's overflowing the alcohol little funnel there. I'm just gonna wait until it burns. There we go. Now we're talking. Now with a proper gasket on the top and the bottom, that's all you that vintage full afterburner antique stove is working. It's not noisy, but yeah, so I'm really happy. It's not perfect. There's some probably I didn't tight enough the generator like you saw in the video. I don't see any leak coming from it though. There you go. But like I told you, it's minus 20 outside right now. We're protected against the wind. So. But in the tent, it will warm up pretty good. Oh yes. Now this is an oil lamp I'm using, but these two are meant to use kerosene, diesel, jet fuel. So jet fuel burn much warmer than and kerosene and diesel too than oil lamp. So I mean, really happy. And you have a similar control like the other one. Very happy about that. Alright folks, so stick around. I'm gonna go inside the garage to talk another important subject. Alright, cheers. Yeah, when you do use a leather as a gasket, just remind you do, first of all, you set it up, and about maybe 10 minutes later, just make sure that retied it, because the leather will compress and putting oil. That's why you put oil. So the reason why it was not performing, the stove was not performing as I was expecting, or it was before, because simply the generator was loose. The cap here, I had plenty of time to tie it up. I fixed it on Thursday, so that's the second day. But definitely just make sure that you do tie it pretty good, and then retie it sometime later on. Now I have to be careful because yeah, it is still a little bit warm, but I just want to see the leather inside. I was thinking perhaps the hole was not big enough. Oh no, it's good. I can see the hole clearly. Now I know Noel gave me a suggestion. The next stove I will have a big white white cloth, so you will see better the stove. All right. So I'm just gonna, before I put it in storage, I'm gonna clean it, definitely. So stick around. I'm gonna go inside my garage. I'm gonna show you something. All right. All right. So the reason why I came inside my garage is I have a lot of folks, outstanding feedback commentators, who asking me what type of oil am I using for lubrication. And what I mean by lubrication, I'm talking about my snowblower, all the turret component, the snowshoe, the rear 3-point attachment, even my stove, like the gasket, all my weaponry, I mean guns, pistol, shotgun, rifles. I use this oil, and I'm gonna do a close view. It's heavy duty engine oil and SAE 30. All right, it's for commercial, industrial, and tractor diesel engine. Now the reason I'm using that type of oil is that oil doesn't contain any soap, so that means it's not corrosive. Okay, soap will help to clean to the engine. All right, but for lubrication, long-term lubrication, that's the oil I'm using. You can also use that oil to undercoat your car against rust, corrosion, and it lubricate, and it's a water displacement. It will keep the water away. So that's the oil I'm using. And after, well, I bought the snowblower in 2018, the tractor in 2018. Since then, I have no corrosion whatsoever on my snowblower, on my tractor, all the vehicle that I have, because I'm using that oil. Yes, it is expensive, although a little bit cheaper than synthetic oil, engine oil with soap. But that's the oil I'm using, all right? And there's different kind. This one is Motomaster from Canadian Tire. But I know SAE 30 oil. It can be bought in various company, oil producer, all right? So again, thank you very kindly for your outstanding support for my new series about my vintage stove. Now this one is exceptionally on Sunday will be will be on Sunday morning. The reason is because I like to fix my stuff right away, and the other reason is because it needed fixed. So like weekend warrior fixing things. But usually this series will be always on Wednesday evening when I do, and I will do a pre-checkup on my stove before. That's the second stove that I show you. The third stove, it's a different design. Like I told you, this one is a Primus 210 stove. The other one is a 96, I believe. So, but I'm gonna jump. We're gonna go on. I have another Primus. This one was in the French Legion, way back at the beginning of the previous centuries. It was 1894, I believe, 96, something around there. But this stove, it's another part. Will be after I finish the series about the RCAF. Vintage camp stove they use on the Arctic Arctic kit survival. Sorry about that. So again, thank you very kindly, and for your outstanding support. Remember, keep warm. It's pretty cold out there. Tonight we're gonna reach minus 30. The wind chill probably minus 35. It's still windy, but definitely the wood stove is working very well. All right. So thank you kindly. Remember, life is very good. Okay. Take care of yourself. Cheers. Yes, I'm going to clean up my tools. It's been 2 weeks like that since my battery just died on me. So I'm doing that right now, all right? Cheers. Despite of the minus 20, those two are courageous playing. Hello. Hello. Look at that. Yoo-hoo! It's so cold, the snow, it's gripping. All right, cheers.